Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, where I share with you the best tips and tricks for traveling the world on a budget. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 10 budget-friendly travel destinations for 2023. These are places where you can have an amazing experience without breaking the bank. So let's get started. 10. Houston, Texas. Starting off our list is Houston, Texas, one of the cheapest places to travel in the US. As a major travel hub, you can find affordable flights to Houston from many cities. And once you're there, you'll have plenty of things to do and see. You can visit the Houston Museum of Natural Science, which has a dinosaur exhibit, a butterfly center, and a planetarium. You can also explore the Space Center Houston, where you can learn about NASA's history and missions. And if you're into art and culture, you can check out the Museum of Fine Arts, the Contemporary Arts Museum, and the Mental Collection. Houston also has a vibrant food scene, with diverse cuisines from around the world. You can find delicious snacks on the street for as low as 50 cents, or splurge on a barbecue feast at one of the many restaurants. Houston is a great destination for anyone who loves big cities, but doesn't want to spend a fortune. 9. Toronto, Canada. Next up is Toronto, Canada, a cool and cosmopolitan city that offers something for everyone. Toronto is the largest city in Canada, and one of the most multicultural in the world. You can experience different cultures and cuisines in neighborhoods like Chinatown, Little Italy, Greektown, and Kensington Market. You can also visit some of the iconic landmarks of Toronto, such as the CN Tower, the Royal Ontario Museum, and Casa Loma. And if you're looking for some nature and adventure, you can take a day trip to Niagara Falls, which is only an hour and a half away by car or bus. Toronto is not as expensive as other major cities in North America, and you can find flights and hotels for around $577 on average. You can also save money by using public transportation or renting a bike to get around. 8. Denver, Colorado. If you're a fan of mountains and outdoor activities, then Denver, Colorado is the place for you. Denver is known as the Mile High City because it's located at an elevation of 1 mile above sea level. It's also surrounded by the Rocky Mountains, which offer stunning scenery and endless opportunities for hiking, biking, skiing, and snowboarding. Denver is also a cultural hub, with museums, galleries, theaters, and music venues. You can catch a performance at the open-air Red Rocks Park and Amphitheater for one of the most memorable concerts of your life. Or you can visit the Denver Art Museum, which has a collection of over 70,000 artworks from different eras and regions. And don't forget to try some of the local craft beers and food trucks that Denver is famous for. Denver is a relatively affordable destination in the US, with an average cost of $593 for a flight and hotel. 7. Atlanta, Georgia. Another great option for budget travelers in the US is Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta is the capital and largest city of Georgia, and a center of business, entertainment, and history. You can learn about the civil rights movement at the National Center for Civil and Human Rights, or visit the birthplace and museum of Martin Luther King Jr. You can also explore some of the world-class attractions that Atlanta has to offer, such as the Georgia Aquarium, which is the largest aquarium in the world, or the Skyview Ferris wheel, which gives you panoramic views of downtown Atlanta and Centennial Olympic Park. And if you're a fan of movies and TV shows, you can take a tour of some of the filming locations of The Walking Dead, The Hunger Games, or Stranger Things. Atlanta is not only rich in culture and fun, but also in affordability. You can find flights and hotels for around $623 on average. 6. Chicago, Illinois. Moving on to number 6 on our list, we have Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City. Chicago is one of the most iconic and beautiful cities in the US, with its stunning skyline, lakefront, and architecture. You can admire the views from the Willis Tower skydeck, or take a boat tour along the Chicago River. You can also visit some of the famous museums and attractions that Chicago has to offer, such as the Art Institute of Chicago, the Field Museum of Natural History, and the Navy Pier. And of course, you can't miss trying some of the local specialties, such as deep dish pizza, hot dogs, and popcorn. Chicago is not as expensive as you might think, and you can find flights and hotels for around $648 on average. 5. Lisbon, Portugal. Next up is Lisbon, Portugal, a charming and colorful city that will make you fall in love. Lisbon is the capital and largest city of Portugal, and one of the oldest cities in Europe. It has a rich history and culture, with monuments, churches, castles, and museums to explore. You can wander around the cobblestone streets and alleys of the historic districts such as Alfama, Bexa, and Chiado. You can also take a tram or a funicular to the hilltops, where you can enjoy panoramic views of the city and the Tagus River. And don't forget to sample some of the delicious Portuguese cuisine, especially the pastries, such as pastel de nata, a custard tart that is a national treasure. Lisbon is one of the cheapest destinations in Western Europe, and you can find flights and hotels for around $1,000 on average. 4. Prague, Czech Republic. Another European destination that is budget-friendly and beautiful is Prague, Czech Republic. Prague is the capital and largest city of Czech Republic and one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. It's known as the City of 100 Spires because of its stunning Gothic and Baroque architecture. You can visit some of the landmarks that make Prague famous, such as the Charles Bridge, the Prague Castle, and the Old Town Square. You can also enjoy some of the cultural events and festivals that Prague hosts throughout the year, such as the Christmas markets, the Prague Spring Music Festival, and the Prague Beer Festival. And if you're a fan of beer, you'll be happy to know that Prague has some of the best and cheapest beer in Europe. You can find flights and hotels for around $1,100 on average. 3. Bangkok, Thailand. Moving on to number 3 on our list, we have Bangkok, Thailand, a vibrant and exotic city that will blow your mind. Bangkok is the capital and largest city of Thailand and one of the most visited cities in the world. It's a city of contrasts, where you can find ancient temples and modern skyscrapers, street food and fine dining, chaos and tranquility. You can explore some of the cultural and religious sites that Bangkok has to offer, such as the Grand Palace, Wat Pho, and Waterun. You can also shop till you drop at some of the markets and malls that Bangkok is famous for, such as Chatrakat Weekend Market, MBK Center, and Siam Paragon. And don't forget to indulge in some of the Thai cuisine that Bangkok is known for, such as Pad Thai, Tom Yum Goong, and mango sticky rice. Bangkok is one of the cheapest destinations in Asia, and you can find flights and hotels for around $1,200 on average. 2. Istanbul, Turkey. Coming in at number 2 on our list is Istanbul, Turkey, a city that straddles 2 continents and bridges 2 cultures. Istanbul is the largest city in Turkey and one of the most historic and diverse cities in the world. It was once the capital of 3 empires: Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman. You can see the traces of these civilizations in the monuments and buildings that dot the cityscape, such as the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, and the Topkapi Palace. You can also experience the modern side of Istanbul, with its trendy cafes, bars, and clubs. And you can't miss the chance to visit some of the bazaars and markets that Istanbul is famous for, such as the Grand Bazaar, the Spice Bazaar, and the Egyptian Bazaar. You can find everything from carpets and ceramics to spices and sweets. Istanbul is a great destination for anyone who loves history, culture, and shopping. You can find flights and hotels for around $1,300 on average. 1. Bali, Indonesia. And finally, the number 1 budget-friendly travel destination for 2023 is Bali, Indonesia. Bali is an island paradise that offers something for everyone. Whether you're looking for beaches, mountains, jungles, or temples, Bali has it all. You can relax on some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, such as Kuta Beach, Seminyak Beach, or Nusa Dua Beach. You can also enjoy some of the outdoor activities that Bali has to offer, such as surfing, snorkeling, hiking, or rafting. And you can immerse yourself in some of the spiritual and cultural aspects of Bali, such as visiting the Uluwatu Temple, watching a Balinese dance performance, or joining a yoga retreat. Bali is not only a stunning destination, but also an affordable one. You can find flights and hotels for around $1,400 on average. So there you have it, the top 10 budget-friendly travel destinations for 2023. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel tips and tricks. And let me know in the comments below which destination you would like to visit next year. Thank you for watching and see you next time.